Hey there everyone, Onerous with another episode of my first Megabase. Okay, last episode we got this station arrangement sorted for supply of things to a new, to be confirmed, blue circuit arrangement. Alright, this outpost is going to have to wait because I've got a little side project and I've been meaning to do this for a while because it actually looks really awesome. Now, what we want to do is stop building all these outposts ourselves. We want to be able to have a network arrangement where this train full of things comes along, drops them off, and the bots just build it for us. So all we need to do is from anywhere around the world, we can just, which reminds me, better put a radar here. Yes, anywhere in the world where there's radar coverage, we can place down a footprint of something and the train will come deliver the goods and the bots will build it for us. So what does that look like? It looks like something that has a lot of these going in it. And got space over this side? I think we do. We'll see how we go. Alright. So what we do is we do a whole heap of stack inserters into just provider chests. And of course we then need constant combinators and they will request what we need. And there's no simple way to do this, I don't think. We need to see what is in the cargo wagon. Alright. So there is rail. This is going to be very, very annoying. Alright, let's just see this, because this is going to be a bit of a blueprint. There is rail, there are train stops. In fact, I'm just going to set everything to 1. Okay, yeah, rail, train stops, signals, chests, both types of signals, steel chests. What else have we got in here? All 3 types of power. Alright. That is this type of power, this type of power, and this type of power. Okay, so this then is going to get multiplied by -1 by basically what we have. Let's do something like that. No, I really don't like that. Let's put it there, and let's put you there. Okay. So those are going to come into here, and we are going to get everything. Each, sorry, not everything, each. And I've put the wrong type of thing there. We need an arithmetic combinator. Alright, let's try that again. So everything comes in, each is multiplied by -1 to say we need that. And it outputs each. And of course I've done this totally the wrong way. That is not what we do. We need to get these box components. Say, box, come to me. Multiply our box components. Disconnect that by -1. And then we will output that to that pole. And we will output that to that pole. And there we go. And then we need to feed that signal into all of these. But let's do something a little different and get our green wire for that. Because I want to have our red wire. Oh, maybe we can use green for overall. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. So then this connects up to all of these. Alright, and now that is connected to there. These are getting multiplied by -1. And we need to do set filter. There we go. Alright. So now we should be able to copy this over to here. and then we will just clear all this stuff because none of this is in here. Alright, so this has, you know what, annoyingly, alright, let's turn that off. And let's turn that off. So we actually don't get any of this stuff picked out of the train. Dump it all back. Alright. We'll turn them on once we know what we want to get. That is a great idea. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Okay. So this is a little bit monotonous, I'll give it that. We want inserters and all that kind of jazz here. And it's just going through, getting everything that we want off each of the carts. This has red, blue, stack, filter stack. Red, blue, filter stack. Oh, it's even got a stack filter. Alright. And then we can copy this as a blueprint. And yeah, pipes. And pipes. And once we have copied it as a blueprint, we will be able to... we even copied it off, excellent. We will then be able to paste it at other locations and manually change the figures to see how many things we actually want. So it's got boxes, lights, circuitry. No, wrong type of boxes. Alright. Boxes, all types of boxes. Lights. Circuitry goodies. And geez, I really hope we don't run out of space. Cliff explosives, mining drills. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff here. Cliff explosives are over here. Mining drills, blast furnaces, and just two more things: assembly machines and repair packs. Well, that is convenient. All right, assembly machines and repair packs. And let's copy that again. Probably could have just pasted the last one. That's alright. Alright. None of these things. So this is our second last train. And it has storage tanks for some reason, beacons and defensive stuff. Alright. So, storage tanks. Beacons, that's going to be very important. What do we say? Defensive stuff, which would be, must be walls, laser turrets, radars. Walls, laser turrets, radars. Oh, we got gates, artillery, refineries, and beacons. Alright, gates, artillery, and then refineries, chem plants, and beacons. Good-o. And then this last one's going to be a little different. Because we need to do, it's only got Logibots, Roboports, and others in it, but we need to feed these into a Roboport. So we will need to put a Roboport here. So we only can actually feed that into 3. Or we could put 2 Roboports. But then that is in the way. That is okay. Well, we'll do 2 Roboports anyway. Of course, they need to be one back, like that. There we go. Okay. So now we could have. Yeah, that works. That works. But the difference being here is we also need to say in here and count the number of robots and change total logistics bots to the logistics bot symbol and total construction bots to the construction bot symbol. And this way we will add that to our where did I feed that in? Into the negative area. Yep, perfect. Alright. This will allow us to set a amount of logistics bots and construction bots, but not only look in the box where they probably won't be, but also look in the logistics network, which is where they should be. So let us find roboports, and we are done. Except for, of course, we will want some inserters doing that kind of stuff. They probably don't need to be that. Okay. So this will just pump robots in here, and this will dump them into here, and hopefully they will fly off when they are needed. So that is a really good blueprint, I think. We probably don't want the radar, but all right, let's blueprint this and see if this is going to work, because I just don't know if it will. We don't want that. We don't want that curvy bit, and we don't want that radar. But we definitely want everything else. And what symbol are we going to use? Man, that is a tough one, isn't it? We'll definitely want something quite powerful. Let's just say a big info. I like it. All right. Now let's pop that in here. Let's immediately, let's immediately put that in our blueprint book for our Megabase run here. That's looking pretty poor, isn't it? That's all right. But we have it in there now, which is great, and we'll be able to use it elsewhere. So what we want to do is look here and see what do we actually want to be delivered to this location. We're actually going to need none of these. So your options are you can set it to 0 or you can just delete it. We're done with, but we are done with the rails for this section, so we don't need any more rail deliveries. What we've got here has no steel chests. Oops, we're over here. Steel chests. We probably will be using a lot of these, so let's get a stack of these. And once we turn it on, that will get going. We'll probably want a stack of these, maybe just 20 of them, and we'll definitely want 100 of them. Alright, so we turn that on, and we should see we're getting them delivered, and there we go. We now have that many in the logistics network, which is great. Alright, so likewise, next one, belts. It's an interesting one because we actually probably aren't going to use belts here at all. This is all going to be bot based. So what we are going to need probably is a stack of these. We're definitely going to need a couple of stacks of these, a couple of stacks of these, maybe a few of those. Probably won't use those. Honestly, we're probably not going to use those anywhere else. Now this is blue circuits, so we will be using a lot of pipes because we will need sulfuric acid. Okay, turn that one on and let's get some goodies off the train. Now this is definitely where we are going to need a few, so we've already used up all we need of those, but we are going to need probably 200 of them, I would suggest. We don't need any more of those. We're not going to use buffers, but likewise we're probably going to need 100 of those, and definitely lots of lights. We're not going to need wires, or not going to need logistics stuff here. Sorry, circuit stuff here, because we've pretty much done, I think, the circuit stuff we need. I'm just going to add a few of these in case we do come across any cliffs. We are going to need, yeah, we'll put 100 here, and definitely want to have a small amount of repair packs. Alright, turn you on. Yes, storage tanks. These tanks are probably going to be all we'll use, so we don't need any of those. We will need some modules to be delivered here. I'm just going to set that to, we'll set it to 100. Now the thing is, obviously, once this actually is built, let's actually not, okay, because once this is built and everything here is done, this will still request 50 here, and we won't actually want that. So We'll get a couple of radars. We'll need radars. Alright, none of this stuff. We don't need defenses. We don't need oil refining goodness. But we need just a fair few beacons. Alright, let's get 100 beacons. And I didn't turn that one on. Alright. And then last but not least, logistics bots. I just want 3,000 logistics bots. We will get a moderate 50 construction bots, and let's say 50 robobots. All right. Why are you not working? You are not connected because that's right. Okay. We disconnected by removing that one there. There we go. And you need to connect up. You need to connect up to that one. Why is that one not getting? Because we haven't got it to set filters. There we go. All right. So they will just keep pumping our bots in here. Now, do we have our construction bots? Yep, already. All right. So this is obviously, as you can see now, the downside of this is we were requesting all these bots, but then all of a sudden they've filled up. So now they'll just go into this chest, which is fine. Okay, so that is our building tray. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to now, instead of that, I'm going to say inactivity. So he will now fill up with as much as he can and then go for a run back to the base, fill up again, come back. Alright, and we will see that in action. So with all this goodies we have here, we can now start building, and not just building, but getting the robots to build for us. Wow, we've somehow... Okay, yeah, we've got a lot of storage, don't we? Yep. It is a two-headed train, and that is not required. Okay. There we go. Never even there to begin with. Now, what was I going to say? Actually, I might up this to 100 construction bots. Just for... because we'll do a little bit of constructing at the beginning. Okay. Now, how do we want to do this? I think we definitely want another thing of roboports after here. There we go. We can actually be a little bit sneaky, I'd say, and turn off our roboport and just see how this is all going to work out. Okay, so what we want now is our blue circuit arrangement. So, of course, we are going to start with beacons. And we are going to put down a beacon, and we are going to put in some speed modules. Oh, and that guy's delivering beacons to us from this network. That is lovely. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Anyway, we will go now and put in an assembly machine right here. And then we will put another one right here. So what are we making here again? I've almost forgotten. We are making blue circuits. So blue circuits need green circuits, red circuits, and sulfuric acid. This is going to be interesting. I wonder if we can actually use this arrangement. How could we get sulfuric acid to everyone most efficiently? Alright, if we had... let's get our pipes out. If we had this doing that, and... yeah, okay. And then that's there. That is then tileable. Now... okay, this is not going to work because we would then have a requester chest here requesting all the stuff, but then we couldn't output. This one has nowhere to output because there would be a inserter there. So yeah, that actually doesn't work, does it? Is there any other way we could do this? I'm just not really seeing anything here. That is going to work in this arrangement. Sorry, I should say in this arrangement, because what we will do is quickly just check what is going on over here. Just the usual biter activity. yeah, what we will do then is just go with a single row of machines, like this. Blue circuits, you go there. Of course, that's actually needs to be 2 away. 2 away. And 1 further down. Alright. So that actually needs to be there. Let's do our bots off again. And that's it. Yep, alright. So now we are just doing... well, we can actually just do pipe here, can't we? Do we need to walk through it? Actually, I do like being able to walk through, so I am going to do this, even though it's not required. You could just do a solid pipe all the way, but this way we can walk between every second one. Now then, we need outputs and inputs. So we will need requester chests. Okay, now they just need a bucket load of things, so we're definitely going to need to input with stack inserters. Okay, so let's get some modules in here. Now I saw something really cool that I actually did not know. And okay, so that is our alignment over there. Once you've actually got this all powered up, which we don't have it just yet all powered up, but ooh, can we sneak in? Oh, that's pretty delicious, you know. What I'm going to do though is put it on the inside of this arrangement. Yeah, that is. I love that. We're gonna have a lot of them, aren't we? We probably don't need. Let me just have a look. What we can get away with here. Yeah, we can have one just there. So what does that look like? What does that look like? How can we make that a reality? The next one is here. So is that tileable? If we copy, no, not that. We copy this one to here. No, that is getting a little bit whack. Let's just copy this there and there, and then we delete those two. Now where is this tileable? Up until there. But obviously this top section is not tileable because we're missing these ones up here. But what if I put my first one here? That's the trick. All right. So get rid of that. Get rid of that one. And then this does all the way down to there. Okay. Let's pop a few of these here and here. We will need on these edge cases just a little bit of power, powering these guys, which I think is okay. Maybe. Oh, there was a spot. There we go. All right. And so this next one is here. Yep. So where is it tileable from? Here. And where is that next one there? Okay, so that. And then I can put another one there. And it lines up. It does. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that. Alright, so I don't know how many we've got here, but I think that is a good amount. Let's see, let's count our line here. That is 24. Alright. But you know what I haven't done? That is really, really annoying is I haven't set up the requesters. But the good thing is, so I think I mentioned it before, if you right click on a assembler and then with the shift right click on assembler to copy its things, but then click on a request to chest, it will actually put down a request for the ingredients. Now the crazy thing is, this actually takes into account crafting speed to tell us how many ingredients here. So it calculates this amount that it's requesting based on some crazy formula it has in the back end, but knowing that this is now pumping out crafting speed of 5.5, so it is basically doing a bit under 2 seconds to make one of these, and every 2 seconds it needs 20 electronic circuits. So it's saying, well, if I need 20 electronic circuits every 2 seconds, you better give me 330, and bots can continually deliver that. Now, I don't know how they come to that, but it seems to work. So all I need to do is just paste this on all of these. And look, honestly, oh, did I just turn that off? Yeah, I did. Oh, and the Control Z doesn't turn it back on, it just cancels my stuff. Alright, well that's great. Well, you can just get replaced. There we go. Okay. Now, where was I up to? That one's done. That one's done. There we go. Alright. So we'll just continue pasting these down. Now, I honestly don't think we have enough resources to support this, but that's fine. That's fine. We also need to copy this one down to there. Yep. To make sure he gets the full 5.5 crafting speed. We'll also want to get our sulfuric acid somehow from all these tanks. Now what I'm thinking is I'll bring half down and half up, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So these top ones, we are going to do what we did further down. That's going to connect there and there. That is going to connect to there. That will get one there, and then there. Alright, so you'll connect to there, and you'll connect to there. And there, alright. Like that, and like that. Alright, I don't think we can just copy that to the other way. But we will be able to send this down to our sulfuric acid requirement along here. And look, I'll just continue that on because we will need, when we expand this, we'll need to throw it in there. Now, let's go with some pumps because we did say we were going to see if that actually made much of a difference. That's already powered, isn't it? Here it is. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, let's put another pump here. Let's power that like so we can't see it, and then we'll just say, no, there's no pumps in our network. And it'll be our little secret. 1, 2, 3, another pump can go here. Alright, that actually works out pretty well. And let's power that pump. Oh, actually, speaking of requiring power, yeah, I guess we do that. This is what I said, this arrangement cuts off right there, so we actually don't get power to these last ones here. Probably want to do it on that side. I don't know, it just feels right. But we do need to connect that. And then, yes, that, and that. Looks a little bit crazy, but there we go, alright. So there is sulfuric acid coming in that side. And we want to do likewise on this other side. Now, I would love to hear people's comments on whether what I'm doing here with the pipes is actually worth it. I just know pumping through these things is just, it never seems to do what you want it to do. And that to there. Yep. Alright, so you guys are all hooked up. We will take you just straight out across from here. Yep. In fact, look, let's do that and get our precious pump action. We're running low pumps. I don't remember there being pumps in the building train either. We might have to remedy that at some point. All right, there. 1, 2. And we'll put a pump here because we've got pumps now. We're all about the pumps. To be confirmed if pumps actually are needed in this situation. All right. So we then need. Yep, there we go. And onward, my good friend. Because that is not actually connected there. Alright. How about there? Thank you. For that, you can go over there. Not sure if it makes any difference at all, but there we have it. Okay, so now we have sulfuric acid and everything. All we need to do is create some trains. That's actually pretty good. Alright. Let's see. Are we requesting anything now? Okay, so the last thing I wanted to do was with my green circuit wire. Green circuit wire. I'm blind. I'm blind! Alright, we are going to... damn it, I should have done this with the blueprint. We're going to connect up all of these. And no, I need. Okay, we still need the sum. What's connected to this? That plus that. Yes, that plus that. That's good. So again, that and that. Yep. Just making sure none of this is doing weird stuff. Alright, that plus that. Outputs are negative, inputs. Alright, so we still have all negatives. So what I'm doing with this green one, if you haven't figured it out yet, is I'm going to feed this into the train station. And as you can see, they are now all negatives because we are fully supplied with goodies. So now I'm just going to say enable disable if anything is greater than 0. But as you can see now, everything here is negative. So bang, that train station is dead. And that means our project train will now just stay at project loading. Even once it's got all its stuff. And there we go. So that's perfect. But if we build anything more up here, it will request it. Look, I am going to leave it there. I think off camera I will just build the trains to bring in our green and red circuits. And then next episode we will come back and watch this station in action, and we'll probably expand this, honestly. I'm just really so worried about our green circuit supply. What are we doing here? We have got 400,000 at the moment, but I mean we are only producing. We're not even filling blue belts now. We must be. Our miners are probably starting to run dry. Some of them are. And as you remember, we didn't get, we never at the beginning had enough miners to support all these 6 copper plate smeltings, but we're good. All right. Now that reminds me, before we get too much further, let's give this a beautiful blue chip processing unit tag on the map. All right, we are going to say goodbye there. I would always love to hear your comments. If anyone has detailed information on the importance of pumps and whether they're actually worth it, I would love to hear. Because again, I just don't know whether pumps are really required in a situation like this. and yeah, it seems like a waste putting them in if they're not. So if you know the answer to that, please leave me a comment below. And as always, if you see an error in something I've done or know a better way to do it, I would love to hear that too. Otherwise, I will see you all next time.